Gentlemen, this is our first 7-on-7. So this is for those of us who've never seen this before. There's a lot to be learned from film. So guys who are veterans, I've done this in the past for a variety of reasons, mainly because we're a no huddle team. We're trying to go as fast as possible, so there's not as much time spent on corrections during practice as there is afterwards because we're trying to go at a certain speed. We can adjust on the fly. We can go to the film and make adjustments so that when we come back the next time we're not making the same mistakes over again. Alright, so I don't know why, but we had very limited film, so we'll just go through the plays that we have. Hopefully you'll find this valuable. Regardless of who's on the field, just watch your position. We're going to tell you what the play is and kind of go from there. So I know the first snap here is go stop, and we're out of left ace. So nothing really changes in terms of this is 1 and 2 and this is 1 and 2. So nothing changes in terms of that. Here's what I would say though. So you got the 4-step stop outside, 4-step stop outside. I would say you might want to just get a touch wider. And also the thing is, if we're in ace and you're running this from off the line of scrimmage, you want to be as close to the line of scrimmage as possible while still being off. So typically in a game you'll have an official over here. You just signal to him or communicate with him, sir, I'm a back, sir, I'm a back, and he'll let you know whether or not so you want to be as close to the line of scrimmage as possible without being on it. I don't know why it didn't draw this over here. I'm having a little issue with my computer, but you get the idea. We got stops on both sides. So here's what's going to happen with the inside receivers. Your responsibility is twofold. So here's the OLB over the tight end. Here's the OLB over the slot receiver. You want to attack this guy's leverage. And by leverage, what we mean is he's inside of you right now. He has inside leverage. So you want to attack inside. And based on what he does, and understand defense is taught in this particular coverage to wall vertical from coming. So he's going to try to keep you out of there. He's going to try to keep you from going inside. Well, I don't care. Go inside anyways, right? So if you watch the play, let's watch what the inside guys do. All right, see, this is what we cannot have happen. We cannot bend and go outside here because this guy's taught to wall the vertical, but then he's going to run to the flat. And by widening, you're actually taking him to the lane where we want to throw the ball, which we don't want to do. So if I back this up just a touch, what you want to do is attack this guy's leverage and, if possible, run inside of him. You're being a good teammate right now. You're not going to get the ball. If he's running with you and trying to wall you off, you're not going to get the ball. Same thing on the other side, tight end. Just do your best. So attack his leverage and try to dip inside. At the very least, do not bend outside. So like this guy, whoever that is, you cannot do this right here. Can't do that. Cannot bend outside. You're taking the defender to the ball. Now, he didn't really know what he's doing. He's turning and running with you, and we're able to have an open window anyways. But if this, and he's a sophomore by the way, if this is a smart OLB, as soon as you widen, he's going to pass you off to the corner and he's going to scream out here and might have, an opportunity to knock the ball down or intercept it. Okay, so these are just some minor details as I know a lot of times criticism sounds negative. This is really not meant to be negative. It's meant to make you a better player and to execute in games. We don't want you guys to have to think. We want you to react and make plays. So I like the timing. This is a quick game concept. Quarterbacks were already at 4 yards. So this should be just catch, set, throw. Catch, set, throw. Just like that. So let's see what we got. Catch, set, throw. That's about as good as it can get right there. That's really good. You see the receiver's already got his shoulders turned. He's expecting the ball. Timing right there is awfully good. Receiver here, I know you're a little bit delayed because you're off the line of scrimmage, and that's all right. I don't really think you're trying to get to 5 yards per se as you are. We're just trying to get 4 steps. So quick game is more about steps and timing than it is actual yard distances. Please don't think or feel that you have to get 5 yards. Okay, 4 steps is going to be different for everybody. Whether you're taking you're a tall guy and you're taking 4 steps, or you're a shorter guy and you're taking 4 steps, the distance is going to be a little bit different. That's really not my concern. My concern is that the ball is out on time and you're catching it and have the ability to get upfield. So right now you have about a 5 to 6 yard cushion that we're looking at. Same thing over here, 5 or 6 yard cushion. That's great. That's what we want. So I think the timing here is very good, and we have a nice positive play. So let's move on. Good job catching it. Get upfield. Get outside. Stay outside that guy. All right, let me see. It looks like we got left trio. Okay, so we didn't really talk spacing here, so let's talk about it now. We have 3 receivers to this side. If it was left trips, I would expect the outside receiver to be outside the number, so you could actually, I think this should be the S. You could be a touch wider, all right? You could be, so they redid the numbers. These hash marks here are signifying the numbers, so we're snapping the ball from the X, which is the 40. So in a game, this would look like there'd be a big 4 right here on this side and a big 0 on the other. So you want to be what's called the bottom of the numbers. You want to be outside the numbers or to the bottom of the numbers. So you could be just a hair wider. Believe me, every yard makes a difference here in terms of trying to spread the field for the sake of separation. That being said, this is the Z. You could be a little wider also. So main rules are, if I'm in a 3x1, 3 receivers here, this guy kind of sets to the outside of the numbers. If this was the Z, he'd be in here, kind of on the inside of the hash. Right now it's a tight end. Number 2, whoever it is, you're going to split the difference. So you could actually be a little bit wider as well. All right. So from there we have our vertical route called our go route concept. Solo receiver, I like it. You can kind of play with your spacing because you're by yourself. I like where you're at. You can play with this. I like it so far. So let's understand what we're trying to do here. We have 4 landmarks. We talked about this. So in 3x1, number 1 receiver, you're running the numbers. At about 10 yards, it's probably helpful if you bend a little bit outside so the quarterback can throw the ball over your outside shoulder, assuming that you're uncapped. Number 2 receiver, okay? Again, you're going to attack leverage, and your landmark is the hash, so you actually kind of have to work inside a little bit. If possible, without getting jammed, you want to try to sort of like go stop and go slant. You want to try to run through that guy's inside, because again, he's trying to wall you off. So if I know what the defender's trying to do, I want to do what he doesn't want me to do. So I'm going to try to get inside of him if I can. Now, if I'm Superman, or I'm a lot faster than this guy or whatever, you can take your chances running around his outside. That's okay, but you know, just make sure that you beat him, I guess, is the long and the short of it. Tight end. You know, we didn't really teach you this, so the fact that you were doing it kind of on the fly was impressive. So understand this first of all. This is 7-on-7. So these you know, defenders are not reading run at all. They're not taking any read steps, they're just dropping immediately. So what I would say is your goal for this play, assume that this guy's going to take a read step forward, this guy's going to take a read step forward, this guy's going to take a read step forward. We actually might look at running the vertical, the go concept with some play action to hold these linebackers so that the tight end can get behind. So here's the idea. If it was the Z receiver or number 3, you would be splitting these 2 defenders. You want to be under the OLB and over the SAM. In this particular rep, I bet what's going to happen is this guy's going to cruise out of there right away, so you're actually going to end up being under the SAM, and that's okay. But understand this. In a game, if nobody's over you, nobody's collisioning you, take a nice outside release, and I want to be under the OLB and over the SAM. And really what you're trying to do is work to the opposite hash at about 14 yards. And get there as fast as you can, because we're trying to bracket this free safety. What should end up happening is this outside linebacker should be looking for the number 3 vertical, and that's fine. Quarterbacks, we said, I like the one-on-one over here. Anytime we're in a 3x1 run in vertical, whether it's trips, trio, it doesn't matter. I like the one-on-one guy, specifically because if this guy is supposed to drop to take away the number 3 vertical, if we're capped, there's nobody here to be in the way of the comeback route. That should be an easy completion every time. If you're uncapped, it's one-on-one. He has no safety help over the top. It's one-on-one matchup out here. So I like going to the solo guy in trips or trio. Let's see what happens. All right, I like the routes. So I would be a little bit careful here with the throw. So going back to what I said, I will never second guess you if you guys are going to make a play. So here's what I can tell you. Based on the snap of the ball, let's slow this down. And Michael, I know this is you. We didn't really run this with you. Too wide, brother. So again, he's trying to wall you off. Okay, great. So run at his nose. Give him a head and shoulder outside and try to get inside and underneath him. Try to get on your hash. You're too wide right now. You're not on your landmark. Tight end, let's check it out. All right, I want to try to avoid this contact. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do. So again, this is not realistic because those linebackers are going to take read steps forward first, not just drop. Don't let this guy grab you like that. Okay, he's making it real easy for the safety. He doesn't even have to worry about you right now. So here's what I'm telling you now. Based on the fact, oh yeah, this is the Will linebacker. Will's going to drop all the way to the flat. No, he's not. Come on, that guy's not playing run. So anyways, he would take a read step and then he would drop to his hook to curl area. Watch this guy. What's he doing? He's dropping vertically. There is a clean window here for completion. So again, what happens? We're going to throw the vertical. So I don't like to throw only because the safety went that way right away. Like we're taking a shot, but the reality of this is based on where the safety's playing. If you're going to read off of the safety, then it's either this guy or it's that guy based on what the safety does. So then the safety's going there. There's no way the ball should go there. The ball should be going here. But this guy's locked up by the linebackers. So really, the throw is out here to the solo guy, all right, which you'll see is wide open. Comes off the comeback, boom. The ball's delivered on time and outside. That's a catch. That's a 10-yard gain minimum. Maybe he spins and gets loose. So just some things to think about. Again, this is, the first time we're doing it in pads. It's the first time a lot of you guys are seeing varsity action. We got a lot of juniors out here, so just kind of learn on the fly as we go. Yeah, we score a touchdown. That's probably not a realistic play. Good play, though, otherwise. What do we got here? This looks like go switch, possibly. All right, this is a tough deal for the tight end because he's got to wheel up the sideline or wheel to the numbers. Not great, not a great play. Probably won't run this a whole lot out of this. On this side, though, it should be fine because this is a spread look. So I'm really more concerned about what's going on the right. Okay, I kind of like it. I'm guessing right now, Z, you're going to curl. Good job. That's excellent. Whoever this is, you're coming in. Remember, you're reading the free safety. Free safety's on my side, so I should be curling that as well. Let's see if you do that. Not really. What's going on the other side? Tight end's having a hard time getting out. That's okay. Not a big deal. Side receiver. All right. Don't run into the defender, whoever this is. So like you have a certain target you're aiming at. I understand that. Don't run into this guy. Don't make it easy for him. All right. And you kind of get a little bit lost in the shuffle there. This tight end should hopefully be curling. You're going to continue vertical because that guy ran away. Tight end, not bad. Curl outside, good, man. So like the routes are good. The ball looks like it's being thrown. I don't like this throw either. So, I mean, I guess I like it from the standpoint of it's going opposite the safety. So we're going to take a chance. In my opinion, the throw's here. I know it's you guys are seeing a lot at the same at once. So yeah, it's one-on-one. It's away from the safety. So I guess from that standpoint, it's not a terrible decision. I just think there's a completion. There's a completion. All right, that's built into the go concept. So don't think, all right, we're run and go. It has to be a home run ball. It doesn't. Let's take a 10-yard completion all day. We can't. It's just like option football that we do in the run game. Whatever the defense does, they can't be right because we're going to make a decision to counter whatever they do. So they're going to take away the deep ball. Okay, great. We're going to take 10-yard completions. Now you start coming up on that to take away the 10-yard completion. Now we're going to hit the home run. So not a great choice. I'll live with it because it's a 50-50 ball. Is this... that's fine. I'm going to stop talking. We'll move to the next play. I just would rather see completions, that's all. All right, we get the kind of tail end of this. Hold on. Oh, this is the next play. What is this? Okay, that's the go switch. Oh, pause it. It looks like go stop. It looks like go stop, so let's see where we are. Not good, whatever that is. Alright, so I wish we had guys here. So, in other words here, let's start it from the beginning. So, we got an outside receiver on the outside of the numbers. We got an inside receiver here. I don't care if it's a tight end or a slot, doesn't matter. Guy here and a guy here. 4-step, stop route. 4-step, stop route. That's not bad. You could probably be a little bit wider. Whoever the inside receiver is, attack the leverage, try to get inside. Same thing over here. Attack the leverage, try to get inside. okay? You cannot bend this way unless that guy disappears. Then we worked in the indie drill, I bend and replace, and I should be getting the ball right now. Same thing over here. Whoever that is, you're way too wide. Way too wide. This looks tolerable. So you're being a good teammate inside, guys. Go stop, go slant. You're being a good teammate unless that outside linebacker, whoever the flat defender is, screams out of there to rob the flat area. Then you're going to bend and replace and look for the ball. So I can't do this unless the OLB is screaming out of there. And we missed this. Josh, catch the ball, man. Come on. All right, right trio. Z, you could be wider. We're going to split the difference between the tight end and the outside receiver. Okay, go slant. And driving me nuts. So the call is go slant, which means quarterbacks, you have some freedom in our offense. Go slant. The freedom in this play is one of two things. If I like the matchup backside to the solo, even though it's called to the right, I have the freedom to throw it backside. Not crazy about it because there's an extra defender right here. So if I'm going to go front side, here's my freedom. Here's the slant route. Here's the flat defender. Z should be running through his inside shoulder. If that guy widens, he's going to bend and replace, and then I can throw the ball there. I'm really not throwing this guy at all. Plus, he's supposed to be going to the far hash. So let's see what happens. This gets all gummed up. Michael gets locked up. He's trying to get to his landmark, though. Tight end's wrong. Slant's wide open. And we're going to reward the guy. Now, don't get me wrong. This is, I mean, it's a good throw and it's a good catch, but it's wrong. So here's what I'll tell you. If you guys are going to make mistakes and do your own thing, you better score touchdowns. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you 9 times out of 10, this doesn't happen. This ball is not complete. It's probably knocked down. It might even be intercepted. So when we call go slant, we want to throw the slant off of this guy. Let's see what that guy does. That guy locks. See how open the slant is right now? We can catch the ball and maybe get through this seam. Which, you know, the result is similar to what happens. The other thing I don't like is why reward this guy? If I know tight ends are brand new, don't take it personally. Why reward this guy for running the wrong route by throwing him the ball? All that teaches him is, hey, you did the wrong thing, congratulations. So don't do that. It's nice throw, nice catch, but there are a lot of mistakes on this play, and it's not realistic. It's not going to happen like that in a game. That ball is going to get knocked down or intercepted. So I like the route on the outside. Ideally, we want to catch it like right about here and be able to turn up before we get to the hash mark. Backside route looks good. Michael, don't let these guys collision you. You know where you're going, they don't, okay? So I know it's kind of, you actually get run into 2 guys here, but attack this guy's leverage, stick move outside, and then come back under if possible. All right, otherwise, you know, running back, please go full speed. I know it's 7-on-7. Check linebackers, and then you should be getting all the way out to the sideline. What do we got here? Go slant again. Guys wide open again. Guys, please. We don't need to be superheroes here in the offense, okay? Let's try to rewind it all the way back to the beginning. All right, so whoever this guy is, you should be wider. Split the difference between number 1 and number 3. So I should have slant. I should have stick move inside vertical. I should have far hash. I should have slant on the backside. Not crazy about it because they have an extra defender. So the read is, let me get rid of this. I'm reading this guy. Okay, he screams out to the flat right now. You're going to bend and replace. I should hit the ball. That's the home run right there. If we have it, if they give it to us. If not, run through his inside shoulder. Throw the ball outside. Catch, set, throw. Good. He's occupying the guy, the read. The ball should be out here right now. It should be caught. Get the ball to the athlete. Let the athlete make a play. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. We can't make these mistakes again. Ball should be gone. You're not going to have this much time. This is definitely not realistic. Not realistic at all. Nice catch. We don't have that kind of time. And we're back to the beginning. All right, so not a whole lot there. Hopefully we can learn from that and not make the same mistakes tomorrow. Okay, we got younger guys going tomorrow. We're going to rep go stop, go slant, but that's in as well as the regular go package. Tight ends, keep up the good work. I know we threw a lot at you today. It was brand new. That's all I got. See you guys in the morning. South Pride.